Hi there, Rocket Nation. It's Anthony and Jennifer. We are subbing in for Tisha and Brian while they're getting their tan on and their fun going on in Cancun with all the other coaches that made it. So we're going to kick it off and just get started so Cassie can get in and get her business going.
Hey, all I got is I really, really love the way that our team is building. You know, when Jennifer and I did this a year ago, I think we walked in when Brian and I were about 6 months in, and I looked at Jennifer and I said, hey, just make sure you pay for your shakes. And that's what she did, and that's what we did for a while before we actually looked at it and was like, holy cow, this is something. We need to go. We need to help people. And y'all are amazing. I've never been with a team that I have been so, proud of. If I go somewhere, I feel proud to tell somebody that I'm with the nation. I'm with Rocket Nation. And that right there, if that doesn't give you drive and motivation on a day-to-day basis, just to hear from each other, just to see each other in the group. And you guys are awesome. You guys are doing an awesome job. People's lives are being changed, and I cannot wait to hear what Cassie has to say tonight. And I'm going to spend the rest of the night trying to shut up because I talk too much anyways. That's all I got.
All right, he's leaving the rest of it to me, guys. Okay. So, first topics are Super Saturday. I hope that y'all are finding one close to you. You still have some time. You have one more week and a few days left to do that. There's a link, I believe. Tisha's already posted it. If not, just let us know. No problem. Also, don't forget about Summit. It's in July. The dates are July 16th through 19th. You can get on the waiting list for that. I would definitely be there, guys, okay? This is just as important as a Super Saturday or any other event. Tisha and Brian always hit on these events. They suggest that you go. They're remarkable for your business, and the encouragement that you leave having is freaking amazing, okay?
I'm totally a liar. I'm still going to talk. I told you guys I talk too much. When I went into Dallas, that was the first big event that I went to.
I was jealous.
The first Super Saturday I went to, I wasn't very impressed. I didn't feel like it was well organized. Okay, I'm just being honest. Then Jennifer took me to a different Super Saturday, and all of a sudden it clicked. And I was like, you know what, let's do this. And then I hurt my knee. I was out of work. Brian was like, well, you might as well go to Dallas. And I literally prayed about it. Felt like God was telling me, go to Dallas. And then I had Jennifer pray about it, and she was like, yeah, I feel like God's saying to go to Dallas. I went to Dallas, and I will tell you guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about some of the things, whether it's building just the faith in you, whether it's building the faith in what you're doing, whether it's just, it builds something inside you that you come back and you are better at coaching. You are better at communicating. You have more of an authority than you have ever had before. Super Saturday is awesome, but when you can get to these big events, go. They're huge, and they will change the way that you run your business.
Okay, and also do not forget the ssbeachbody.com. I gave you the link. Whoop, whoop. Okay, Jamaica cruise for 2016. Please do not forget that. You can get on the waiting list, guys, and if you rock your business all year long, make Success Club a non-negotiable, you could get off the waiting list and be on the cruise as well, okay? So don't forget to get on those waiting lists, okay?
And start working on your accents.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the sprinters. We have that person has added 4 coaches to their team, their individual teams, and that is Tisha Bachman.
Nice job,
Woo,
Tisha.
woo! Okay, then there's a builder award that is adding at least 2 coaches to your team yourself. Then we have Anthony, myself, John Chandler, Marissa Pennington, Steve Milanes, and Sam Roundface. Great job, guys. Woo, 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 woo. And Cassie Taylor, I see. All Stars, that is getting into Success Club before the 15th of the month, guys. That's just a little goal. You can try it, work it, do it. It's awesome if you can. And we have 3 people. John Chandler.
Nice job, John, leading the way for the guys.
Marissa Pennington, woo whoop, and Tisha Bachman, all right? Moving on quickly so Cassie can get on your packages that are on sale this month, guys. Oh, okay. Cassie, what are you on? Success Club 5, 10, 15th. I'm sorry.
Cassie's killing it.
Tell me when you can't do it, and I will definitely update it for you.
Cassie is killing it.
But we have the packages for April are Pio with Shakeology for $140. I don't know about you, but Chalene Johnson can really give you a freaking workout, okay? So I would definitely be promoting that too. Pio and the Kickstart Plus Shakeology is $180, all right? Then they also have P90X3. I've been a coach for a year and 1 month, and I have never seen P90X3 this low. It's $160, okay? That's a $205 package. That went down a lot of brackets for being on sale, guys. Then they also have the Ultimate Reset Plus Shakeology is $275. You guys, these are awesome programs, okay? If people want to see their lives quickly transformed, Pio is they say it's like yoga and Pilates, but you know what? It's more endurance and flexibility and strength training, I believe. P90X3 is from head to toe transformations, guys. Nice. Annette lost 20 pounds and 15 inches with Pio. High five,
Oh my
Annette.
goodness,
That's amazing.
awesome.
That is freaking
That is
awesome. I love it. I don't even know how many pounds I lost, but
I'll be honest, when we did Pio, we forgot to measure ourselves.
Seriously.
We were so excited to do Shalene's program. We just started doing it, and then we were like, oh, crap. We were halfway through. We're like, oh, we didn't measure anything.
I didn't even get to turn in for my free shirt, guys. Totally bummed because I forgot to do it. So do it. Do your measurements. Do your weight before and after, guys. Great job, Annette. That was awesome. But, Cassie, give me a nod. Are you ready to take it over? All right.
Hey, check this out, okay? I love Cassie, okay? This girl has a fire underneath her. It doesn't matter. My personal opinion, it doesn't matter what any of you guys do. I'm going to run my business. I'm going to drive my business. I'm going to find ways to do things. I'm going to figure it out. I'll tell you what, Cassie is that girl. If you don't follow Cassie, if you're not, she is trying innovative ways to expand her market. She's trying innovative ways to reach out to people. And she's always witty. She always has something witty to say. Absolutely love Cassie. And it is very awesome that, you know, Brian and Tisha are gone, and we get to introduce Cassie for her first call. Absolutely love it. So, Cassie, let's get you unmuted and get you rolling, girl.
I did not mute anybody. So if you unmuted yourself, go right ahead. I can't hear you. Hold on.
I unmuted.
There she is.
All right. Can you say something?
Can you hear me?
Let me click ahead.
Everything's up.
Hold on. Sorry. I don't know how to do that. No. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry.
We're unmuting
Share
you.
screen? No, that's for the other thing.
We're unmuting you, and it's not unmuting.
You want me to call back?
Spotlight video. Okay. Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
Can you guys hear me?
It doesn't say she's muted.
Pin.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, go ahead and try, because we can't even hear you. It should be the screenshot videos. Or the share the spotlight or whatever. Well, Steve Milana says he can hear you.
Let's see.
Now? No. Can you hear me now?
I don't know what to say.
You guys can't hear me? Jennifer can't. All right, guys. So, Cassie Taylor, like they said, I am. Can you hear me now, guys? Can somebody message in and let me know if you can hear me? Okay. So, I am a diamond coach with you guys. Love it. I just wanted to talk to you guys today about talking to people in person, because that's kind of my forte. I don't do a lot of interaction on Facebook or via social media, mainly because, for one, I don't have a computer, believe it or not. So I'm a diamond coach with no computer. I did it from my phone and from I have a tablet, but it still doesn't do everything that I need it to do. So I work outside of the home. I work at PetSmart part-time. I'm also constantly on the move. I have a daughter with special needs, so I am at therapy with her on a regular basis, and I have doctor's appointments and visits to Raleigh because of her and all that stuff. So I take those opportunities, and no matter where I'm at, I find a way to talk to the people that I see there. So in other words, if I have a person in line with me and they're like, oh my gosh, and they have a bunch of kids running around, and I was like, it's okay, don't worry, I got 5. And they're like, oh my gosh, you have 5. How do you look like that when you have 5? And there is my in. That's my one little in to say, well, I'm a fitness coach. I mean, that's what I do. So outside of PetSmart, you know, I help people get to their fitness goals. And then they start asking questions. I will say that it's not just the kids. It's even the older men. They're, you know, you're in great shape. How do you do it? Or even the older women are asking the same thing. I even had a mom with 2 morbidly obese sons ask me what she could do to help. You know, that kind of thing. It's pretty easy to find a way to say what you do if you love it. So if you love the fact that you're a coach, if you love the fact that you can help people, it's really easy to find a way in. At a restaurant, you know, people are like, oh, do you want this? I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I don't eat like that. You know, I'm a healthy eater, clean eater, or whatever. You find some little niche to where somebody's going to ask you a question, bottom line. So when that happens, I don't say, here, let me give you my information and you can get in touch with me. Because what happens is they're going to take that information on a piece of paper, they're going to stick it in their pocket, they're going to go home, they're going to wash their pants. They're not going to think twice about that business card or that piece of paper or anything else that you hand to them. They're just not. The chances of them actually calling you are pretty slim. So what I do instead is if I happen to have my phone on me, say it's a therapy or something, then I hand them my phone and I'm like, here, you know, find yourself on Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, let me add you in my contacts and I'll get in touch with you and we'll find a way where we can meet up or we can talk or I'll text you or whatever. Whatever their easiest way of communication is. So if it's somebody that's a little older, they normally just use the phone, I'll call them up. You know, say, hey, how's it going? You know, we met at PetSmart. I'm the Beachbody coach. You know, what is it exactly? So I have a little bit more time to talk to them. That's a really big thing. I have a lot of my coaches are interested in getting business cards, and I always tell them, don't invest your money in business cards when all they're going to do is end up in the trash can. That's pretty much what's going to happen. It's a matter of approach to people. So if you approach them like you're better than them, they're probably not going to talk to you. Or they're going to give you an eye roll or walk away or whatever the case may be. But if you approach them, like all of us have a story. And if you approach them with your story, so my story is I have 5 kids. My oldest is special needs. My youngest is 1.5 years old. I have no excuse whatsoever to use anymore for not being healthy or not being fit because I'm doing it right now. So those parents out there, and I get frustrated because those parents out there, they're telling me I don't have time, I have 4 kids, you know, I don't have the ability of space in my house. You should see my house. It is tiny, itty bitty, okay, because I started over, I'm a single mom. Itty bitty house, I make the room. You make the time and you make the room. So talking to them is all based on attitude and perception, and you have to make sure that they know that you're in it for them. And in all, that's what we're here for, right? So I learned a lot from reading personal development. And like I saw Jennifer and Anthony today in the store with their headphones on, they're listening to the freaking call. That's all personal development. I don't know if you guys know, but the wake-up call and all of our team calls, our accountability calls, all that stuff, that's all personal development. You're always going to be learning something from somebody. So I take what I learn in personal development. I've read The Slight Edge, and I'm reading You're a Badass, and I have another Dave Ramsey's book. And you can use little bits and pieces of all of that to get your little niche to talk to somebody in person. Like, there's something in some of this personal development that I'm doing that will allow me to talk to somebody about something that they got going on. There will always be a reason to talk to somebody. So if you're shy and you have a hard time talking in person, resort to your personal development. I'm telling you, it will bring you out of your shell. It will pull you right out of it. It'll say, oh my gosh, I remember this one time I was talking about this, or one time I was reading this. And that will help you get your little into talking to somebody. I know everybody here goes to the stinking grocery store, okay? You got to go to the grocery store. You stand in line, you see somebody with a bunch of food in their cart, and you see something, oh my gosh, yeah, I just bought that. I'm making this, this, and this. And you're like, oh, I've never tried that. I've got to try it. I was like, oh, there's a bunch of recipes in one of my fitness plan books. And you would really, really like it. You know, maybe you should give me your contact info and I can get you a recipe book. You know, something like that. Those little bitty conversations can turn into coaches and teammates and challenge pack sales for your SD points. You know, you have to want it, I guess, is the bottom line. You know, Anthony speaks on that all the time, even though I see him post as Jennifer all the time, but he speaks on it all the time about you have to want it. You have to want to help people. You have to want this business to work for you. Nobody is going to hold your hand and do it, so just get out there and do it. So, I mean, I guess I'm going to kind of open it up to whatever questions you have. I pretty much went over all of it.
If you have any questions, go right ahead and put them on the chat, and she can look at them, or unmute yourself since we didn't mute anybody, and go ahead and ask anything you need.
I'll ask you a question, Cassie. When we're out and about, I mean, I have my ways of how I talk to people. You know, I'm very direct. For me, my wife does very good for me because I'm so direct sometimes that I probably sound like a real asshole while I'm talking to somebody. So what is a good way, if you were walking up and you're talking to maybe the lady at the register, how do you bring it into a conversation that you're a Beachbody coach and you're killing it?
So most of the time when I shop, I have my kids with me. I won't say that I use them as an interest, but a lot of times they're looking at me, they're smiling. Oh, they're fine, they're fine. I was like, yeah, you know, if I can run a business with them, then obviously I can manage them, you know, here and there. You know, they drive me crazy, but running a business and taking care of the kids is a whole nother ballgame. They're like, oh my gosh, what business are you in? Most of the time, that's what I get first. I've had a lady at Food Lion go, oh my gosh, you have all these kids. You know, how do you do it? And I tell them flat out, you know, I work from home. I love it. I'm drink Shakeology, keeps me sane. And I kind of just go from there. It all depends on the situation at the register and what it is that they say to me.
That's true. Anybody have any other questions? Bev Baker says, I have a hard time
I can see it.
connecting with people my age. Okay.
So I am 30 years old, and I can connect with people your age. There's got to be something in your life, some experience that you've had, you actually have a great in because you're 53. You can say, hey, if I'm doing this at 53 years old, you can do it. If you hear somebody say, oh my gosh, you know, my body can't handle it, or this, you can say, look, I'm drinking Shakeology. It's helped me a lot. My mom is 58 years old. Okay, so my mom has started drinking Shakeology, and she's in pain all the time, and Shakeology is helping her. So I would honestly tell them that if they have, you know, it depends on medical situations most of the time, but 53 is really not that old. So I don't know why it would be such an issue. I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but I mean it should be. You should actually try connecting with people even younger than you instead of your age range. I mean, if you're hanging out with people your age, that's one thing. But if you have a daughter that's younger than you, or a son that's younger than you, or their friends, or people that you go to church with, or people that you go to like a book club with, or anything, it doesn't really matter. There's got to be a connection there someplace. I know that you have friends, obviously, and you have all of us. So how do you talk to somebody when you're online? How do you connect to that person that you talk to online? Like, do you have any coaches yet?
Have I what?
Do you have any coaches underneath you yet?
No. I am, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm a new coach, less than a month. My daughter is the one that brought me in. She's Deanna Lent.
Okay.
So it's easier for me to connect with younger people, but there's a lot of people my age that really need this program and this product. But I have a hard time connecting more with them, saying that this is what I'm using, this is what I'm doing. And a little bit more background, I just recently, 2 years ago, I had bariatric surgery and I lost 160 pounds. So
I think I saw you on a call.
You saw me what?
Were you on a call like a week and a half ago or so? We were on a call?
Yes.
Okay.
So a lot of them that are my age are saying, well, you're doing this because you can't lose weight anymore, or because, or why are you doing this when you've had that surgery? So it's hard to show them and to connect with them. I can the younger people because they're more active, but people my age, I have a hard time connecting. I'm just making a statement.
Okay, so I understand that because if that's your connection problem and you've only been doing this for less than a month,
yeah,
I will tell you that it took me, I joined in November, and it took me until January to have any interest in my business, for anybody to have any interest in my business whatsoever.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, it's because they did not see any results from me yet.
Okay.
So until you can give them a personal experience and actual results, that's why we tell coaches you need to be using the product or you can't sell the product.
Right, right.
Because even though you know all the ingredients that are in it and everything that it amounts to, until you see it, you will not believe it.
Okay.
So in other words, for instance, Miranda, she's on the call right now, or she may or may not be, but it took her 2.5 months to join under me. And the only reason that she joined is because I went out with her one night and she felt my stomach. Okay, how crazy is that? She felt the abs on my stomach, and she said, I want what you have.
Yeah.
She joined, and in the same week, had 5 coaches already.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so it's going to take a little bit of time to get your momentum up for people to really start seeing, but I would suggest really in person. Doesn't matter if they connect to you or not, just talk about it. Doesn't matter who it is. Talk about it to anybody.
Okay.
Your age, above you, under you, anything. Use somebody else's story. If you need to use my pictures or Leslie's pictures or anybody else's pictures, use those as your background. Look, this is my friend. This is somebody that I know. This is real. And these are the results that I'm going for. Do you want to join me on my journey? I would love to have you by my side.
Okay.
So that would be my main suggestion. And I would also find a success partner in our group, somebody that can kind of move you along and you guys can go back and forth on technique and stuff like that, because I think that would really help you too.
Okay, someone other than my coach.
Yeah, so your success partner will be someone most of the time that's around the same rank as you. The same level as you, and then you move together. You kind of push each other. Like my success partner is Amanda Cruz. I've never met her before. She lives in Ohio. Love the girl to death, but she's not my coach. I just met her through the nation, and we're on the same level. So now I text her every morning, and I'm like, hey, did you do your workout? And then she texts me back. See, I love her. And then so, and then we had a little deal going on, like if you get to this point, then I'll buy you this. Well, she I got to Diamond before she did, but I gave her a gift, and my gift to her was a personal development book.
Can I
So
be
we kind of have.
Can I be your success partner? No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's
Well, I want
good.
you-
Like, and
See, I want you to give me something. No, I'm
yeah, and so, but you guys, you know, so like it's I would just suggest personal development a lot, and definitely use other transformation photos right now and stuff and stories until you can get up to the level where you want to be. You know,
Okay.
lose some weight, show some pictures, that kind of thing.
okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got another little secret for you. This is something that I used when I didn't know anything about this. And
You can be
my wife was like teaching me everything. I started watching Shakeology video every single day. I used to watch the one with Tony Horton right in the beginning. It's about 7 minutes long. And he would sit here and he would talk about, he would break down all the superfoods in Shakeology. And all of a sudden I started to get more educated on Shakeology.
Yeah.
So then, in the beginning, now I'm not talking about how jacked I am, because right now I'm pretty jacked. I feel pretty good right now. But now I'm talking about the actual nutrition intake in my body.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, you know, if you're trying to reach out to people that are in their 50s, I have friends that are in their 50s. Like a lot of my good friends they're in their 50s. And a lot of those people, when I connected with them, it wasn't the workouts. A lot of my buddies that are in their 50s are Army guys, SF guys. They are broken, every single one of them. Like they have bad backs. They have all kinds of different things. I reached out with Shakeology and I said, this is going to help you with some of your issues. It's not going to heal your back. It's not going to heal your knees, but it's going to help you with a lot of like your physical illnesses, your energy levels. And I started taking them through some of those superfoods. It is a huge thing. If you watch a Shakeology video every day and get that knowledge, you use that for your power. So I didn't want to take any more time from Cassie, so we'll shut up again.
Okay. Thank you.
Cassie, do you have anything else?
No, I just really, you know, I've met a couple of coaches outside of our nation, and I will tell you, and this is not anything to do with meeting people in person or anything. This is just my own experience with this unit, this thing I call family, which I feel like we're all super close. And I will say that those coaches are nothing like we are. They're not happy. They're not excited. They're not real talk like Anthony. They're just not like anything I've ever met in my life. We are an awesome team, and I'm hitting on that even though Anthony hit on that. I think that if you want to make it in this business, this is the team to be in. And don't give up, because I literally broke down to Tisha. I cannot tell you how many times, but I had a real bad breakdown in January. And I called her and I cried and I told her that I was done. I give up. Nobody's interested, blah, blah, blah. And in February, my whole entire life changed. I don't know if you know, but I hit, in February, I was Emerald. In March, I hit, all of a sudden, Success Club 10. I got 6 coaches in a week and a half. I grew my team substantially. And as of right now, I'm in Success Club 8 again in this awesome unit. And it's all because of encouragement from everybody. Like, I watch the videos everybody posts, and I make sure that I'm, you know, on these calls and everything. And I didn't used to be this person. So when it clicks with you and you'll know, just go for it, because I'm telling you, it is going to change your life. And it is changing mine, and so incredibly honored to be on this team with you guys. So just go out there, put it out there. People will listen. Just give them time.
Awesome. Hey, that was a great call, Cassie. Absolutely loved it. I love your passion. I love who you are. And she lives in the same city that we live in, so we are going to get together and be able to hang out. I want to tell you guys one thing. I got about 2 minutes, okay? I have fears too, okay? I have fears that on a daily basis, am I going to make this work? Am I going to be able to make this happen? Am I going to be able to support my family with this? Guess what, guys? I don't give a crap. It's time to go. Make it happen. Because this right here is what's holding you back. You take that and you run with it. You have the key to change people's lives. Go do it. Awesome job, Cassie. Have a great night, nation. Go get them.
Good night, guys.
Night.